Hi everybody, how's it going? I'm your host, Days Barrett Game. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm the editor and chief founder of AceAnimeReviews.com. Joining me today is...
Charlie, he, them, and Ace sounds worse than I feel at the moment.
Yeah, fucking neighbor was screaming.
How rude.
I know, right? But yeah, what's the... shoot. Anyway, AceAnimeReviews.com is exactly what it says on the tin. A review site where specializing in anime, that we also cover movies, video games, and whatever else we feel like. Our most recent article was still by Charlie and was talking about adaptations of various things, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we haven't been posting anything this month because everybody's busy. Anyway, we also have a Discord, which you're welcome to join by following the link in the description. And that's the boring stuff done. Let's get to it. Yeah. So yeah,
Stuff happened.
yes, stuff happened and stuff. Which one do we want to start with?
Joey got his ass stomped by Kaiba, and nobody was surprised.
Yeah, he sure did.
Except maybe Joey.
Yeah, I liked the part where you made a joke about this on the Discord, where he was just playing whatever card he managed to draw, like how a beginner does, and then he was like, "Why are you treating me like a beginner?" It's like, I don't know, because you're playing like one.
Mm-hmm. It's like he forgot how to play.
Yeah.
And he's been doing better.
He had. No, okay.
Like, not much else happened in the episode. It's just they debuted the disc things, and Joey got his ass kicked.
Yeah, those disc things, I don't understand how those ones work. Cause they there's
magic.
Yeah, like how do you even? Are you supposed to put the cards that you're gonna play, or I don't know. It's confusing. I mean, it looks cooler than the ones they introduced later, but it doesn't make sense how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, like there's no place to play spell cards.
I think it's supposed to be on the sides.
Yeah, but then you throw it. And then it stays out while the monster's out, which means you can only have one monster out at a time. You can't actually play any like traps or quick play spells that you've set. It doesn't work. It's obviously
it's just monster against fucking monster.
Yeah.
I think Kaiba used one spell once, but he put it on the same time he did the monster, so... Like when he played the Minotaur thing.
Yeah. Did he stay, or did they just...
Yeah, it was some monster card and a spell to make it stronger, I think.
Maybe.
Because, Kaiba needed that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he probably did. But, hold on. Sorry, I'm doing stuff.
That's cool. Everything else was much better, though.
Yes. We got some plot stuff and and Yu-Gi-Oh. And
yeah.
I like how that Kaiba's voice actor is the guy who plays exclusively 45-year-olds nowadays. So he's like a 45-year-old Chuuni high schooler.
Nice.
Also,
Is Kaiba in high school? I thought he was an adult.
no, he's in high school. He's in Yugi and there's class. So I don't know if
let him run a company.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's worth pointing out that I am not playing Final Fantasy XIV this week.
Very nice.
I'm playing a One Piece game that my friend gifted me on Steam like a year or two ago. The controls on it are wonky. I don't know how to fix that. But yeah, cause One Piece had its 1000th episode this past week, which I didn't watch it because I don't watch the anime because it's ugly. But yeah.
Like final?
No, it's 1000th episode.
Oh, 1000th. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm distracted.
So am I. I'm killing a lot of trash mobs. Just this whole game. And I'm pretending like I know what I'm doing even though I really don't. I just push the same buttons over and over again and then
Is that not every video game?
Yeah, I guess.
And it's only towards the end when you finally sort of figure out what you're doing that, okay,
Yeah.
we're done now.
I feel like it would be a lot easier to know what I was doing if the controls weren't shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the controls are fine, but my controller, like, it wants to flip the buttons around and it doesn't really have any, like, good way to change the buttons and that actually works. It's a pain. Anyway. I mean, it's playable. As you can see, I'm playing it. I mean, you can't see, but you will in the recording.
Yes.
But, it's awkward. Anyway, back to anime. Should we talk about next? You want to talk about Ghost Game? We're talking about things for children.
Ghost Game sort of misrepresented how birds behaved, and then it didn't.
Yeah.
But all those birds that were raised in human care and then just fucking left are gonna die.
Yeah, like, well, probably what happened is that they just got spooked and flew off and will come back.
If they can.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing about birds raised in captivity is
they don't know how to feed themselves.
Don't know how to survive in the wild.
No.
Unless they're specifically trained to do so.
Yeah. So I think all those cages we saw, none of them are like actually appropriate for the birds that were living in them. They're all just the standard tiny.
Yeah. They're fine for like going for a walk with your bird or taking them to the vet, but you need like a massive enclosure for a bird to be safe.
Yeah.
And happy.
Though I did feel bad for the hippie guy because
you mean the hippie who was hoarding birds?
Yeah, but after that, when he was he got to live the dream and then it was taken away from him.
It was very sad.
I mean, who doesn't want to command a murder of crows to do their bidding?
He was not commanding fuck all.
No. Well, he was showing him where the birds were.
Yes. He was serving a giant crow deity.
Yes.
And was happy to do so.
Yep. And and also, something else I commented on Discord was Hero saying, oh no, they're going to release a bunch of, like, predators and they'll hurt humans. Like, they might hurt humans. Like, yeah, they probably won't, though.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're, like, seriously fucking threatened, they're just gonna run.
Yeah, they're gonna...
Birds can fly, they don't give a shit about you unless they think you're food for some reason.
Yeah, they're gonna fly around all confused for a little while. And then they're going to just kind of leave.
Yeah.
And, they'll go home. You know how it is.
Because once again, they have no idea how to survive in the wild unless they were actively raised to do so.
Yeah. I mean, the ones at the bird sanctuary are probably a little bit more equipped for it. Because that's like basically like a zoo, and they try not to get them too used to humans at the zoo. Except for, you know, getting used to being watched by humans.
It's either they'll train them heavily to be okay with being around humans all day, or they'll raise them with no contact so they might be released one day.
Yeah. So, point being that they probably, those ones, they'll probably just fly around confused for a little bit, then go back because that's where the food is.
And also, birds like humans if they're raised around humans.
Yes. Well, that one little girl Sparrow did go back.
Yeah.
So she
they mentioned that some of them went back to their people.
Yeah.
Because they liked them.
Yeah, that's probably just an example of ran around confused for a little bit and then went back.
Yeah. I mean, they were very scared probably when they were released via melting.
Yes. Nah. But still, I thought this was gonna be a two-parter. Like they were gonna actually lose at the end of this episode, and
yeah, it did seem like that's the path they were taking, and then
they didn't. Nice. Yeah. So this takes a lot more brain power than I thought it would.
And it was cool that Gamamon got a new evolution.
Yeah, that was.
But it wasn't like the ultimate. Like it implies in the opening credits that it's red dude then blue dude, so blue would be the ultimate, but it's not.
No, it's more like how actual Digimon work, where they just can evolve to different forms.
Yeah. Based on what they need.
Yeah, or how they were raised. But in his case, it's based on what's necessary in the moment. Where is Jabra? He's all the way over here. What the hell are you doing all the way over there, Jabra?
I don't think they're really doing the whole champion ultimate whatever thing.
Yeah, I mean they have mentioned they have mentioned levels of what's it called, but yeah. I mean they probably will. They're just waiting, holding off on it. I would like to see the others evolve, but I guess that would go against some of the one of the tenets of how it is that there's a big mystery about why Gamamon is the only one who can evolve and then change back. But I'd like that his motivation for this episode was avenging his chocolate that he dropped. And then the crows ate because that's natural crow behavior.
Yeah.
Or not even crows, one crow.
Like he wasn't even supposed to be eating them.
Yeah, probably wasn't even one who was under the control of the Tengu Digimon.
No, it was just a crow.
Yeah,
being a crow.
Just a crow being a crow. Though I will commend Hero for not being like, I told you to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because he did.
Like, the temptation must have been there.
Yeah. He's very patient with Gamamon, a lot more than you would generally expect from a 12, 13-year-old.
Well, he's a very mature kid.
Yeah.
Which makes sense if his dad's away a lot.
Yeah. Well, now his dad is missing.
Yes.
Then, turns out that, Senpai is, like, nominally a student, but doesn't actually go to class. It's like, then why did you... What was the point?
He wanted to live.
Yeah.
the high school experience in Japan.
Yes, even though he's not in high school, he's in middle school, but okay.
Both. He wanted to do both.
Yeah.
Starting.
It's like, so what do you do all day? He's like, watches anime.
Which is fair and valid.
Yeah.
We're not going to blame him for that as an anime review site.
No, I guess we can't. I mean, I do other things. I also play video games.
Yes.
Alrighty. I think I might be lost. Let's try going back this way. Okay, so what's it called? I don't remember this character. Who the fuck is Jabba? I think he's a Cypher Pole guy. I don't remember though.
I don't remember most of the characters in One Piece outside the main.
Like usually when I see a character, I can remember who that person is and where they're coming from, but I don't have any idea who this wolf guy is. I'm pretty sure, fairly certain, about 99%, that he's one of the Cypher Pole guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong.
So.
Hi.
Did anything else happen in Digimon?
In Digimon, not that I can. The darling thing we were questioning about, and it does seem like it is probably at least pseudo romantic because she says darling in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it isn't, they've got some weird kinky little thing going on since she insists on being called.
Yeah, I don't think she means it in a romantic sense. I think it's mostly just.
I think she heard it and is copying what she heard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which is not uncommon.
No. Alright, so, okay, should we move on to something else? Talk about Mob.
Mob was fun.
Yes, all the muscle boys are good boys.
Yes. And he shaved a dude's hair.
Yeah.
And as I recall, the dude doesn't just like go full bald and wait for it to.
I think you might have watched
the hair on the side.
I think you might have watched 2 episodes instead of just the 1.
No, I've seen it before. Remember?
Yeah, but this episode, that didn't happen. That's in the next episode.
Is it?
Yes.
So they started the fight.
Yeah, this episode was get this set up. So like the delinquents
they kidnapped Mob and Mob led them and
yes, kidnapped Mob and then the muscle guys showed up and got their asses beat by Teru. And then at the end of the episode, Mob was like, "Hey, you're not supposed to use your psychic powers on people." And then dun dun dun, end credits. So I guess we could talk about both episodes since you already started it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I thought we did the first part last week.
No, last week was you talked about the cult.
That's right. That's right, you did.
Yep.
So I watched ahead.
Yep. So yeah, but Teru versus Mob. I didn't actually watch it and can't remember much. Please refresh my memory. I know that they fought in the school and destroyed a classroom, and then Mob went 100 and
held his own without trying to fucking fight at all.
Yeah.
He kept saying, "Hey, don't point knives at people and don't use your powers against people," and that just pissed the other dude off.
Yeah, and then at the end, Mob got sad that he went 100 and used his psychic powers on somebody.
Yeah.
Poor Mob.
Well, the sadness caused the 100, didn't it?
Yeah, and I think he actually went past 100 in that episode, right? He turned into the secret number.
He went unconscious for a little bit and lost control.
Yes, the second.
But I don't think that counts. Whatever the fuck is inside of him
took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it does. So I think that's the past 100. It's the question percent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ritsu is getting notions. Poor Ritsu is gonna.
Yeah, he's jealous of his big brother, which is understandable.
Yeah.
And his big brother is jealous of him, which is understandable.
Yes, he wants to have psychic powers because he's 13.
Mm-hmm. And he wants to be able to bend spoons with his mind, too.
Yeah.
Because that works so well for his brother.
Yes. We're getting a lot of This episode has a lot of setup for stuff that's going to be in season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the cult and Psycho Helmet. And I think the season 2 opening refers to it as the secret number, so we'll just call it that.
Yeah, but the animation in the fights is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, right? The animation.
I know I've said it before, but it's absolutely gorgeous throughout.
Yeah, it's a pretty damn show.
Mm-hmm.
A studio bone for you.
I mean, they don't always do perfect, but when they do great, they do great.
Yep. Nah. And we won't hold them against them for not knowing that My Hero Academia was gonna get shitty.
Yeah.
Because it was really good when they picked it up. Alright, Sorry, drinking coffee. Alright, anything else to say about Mob?
I feel for the kid.
Yeah. Poor kid.
I kind of feel for both of them at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his butt starts out pretty shitty, but...
Yeah, Taro's a little brat, but...
Mob reads him for filth and is right on all counts.
Yep. He sure is. And last but not least, let's talk about Boji. Boji, our friend Boji.
Yes, Devil King dude was as much of a prick as we expected him to be.
Yeah, but he was an enjoyable prick.
Yeah, and Boji got to show off his dodging skills to someone who appreciates them and isn't Kage.
Yeah, I mean, and now he's gonna get trained.
Yeah.
Be exciting.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably, but yeah.
Yes. Did the fucking controls change? Why are you dashing instead of attacking? I'm pushing the same button. Oh no, wait, I'm not pushing the same button. I'm pushing a different button. That's why. I'm pushing the dashing button and not the attacking button. Alright. Yeah, and so we saw a reoccurrence of one of the themes of people in power using it to harm people without power. When we saw the soldier killing a goblin who had snuck out to buy bread.
And we saw some realistic petty revenge from the citizens.
Oh yeah.
That statue ain't got no face no more.
No. Fucking deserves it.
Yeah.
Where did Ace go? There you are.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm trying to concentrate on too many things at once.
Cool. So am I.
Yeah.
I've started playing Breath of the Wild again.
Oh, I've never played it. The only Zelda game I played is about 5 minutes of Ocarina of Time. Got as far as the Fire Temple, and then I put it down, and then never picked it up again.
Yeah.
Not because I wasn't enjoying it. It's just one of those games that put it down and then never picked up again.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild is one of those games where the exploration and side missions are a lot more fun than the main mission.
Yeah, go figure. And,
like, the main mission isn't boring. It's fun, too. It's just, you can walk around and catch horses and make dogs fall in love with you by staring at them.
That
so funny.
Sounds like the opposite of what would happen if you stared at a dog.
Yeah. Well, you can't pet the dogs, so you stand generally in their vicinity and they just fall in love with you.
Aww.
It's adorable.
Alright, anyway, back to Boji.
Yes.
So, oh, well, the other thing about the goblin was the only thing I had. The only note I had. So I made a comment on the Tumblr that the OP is awful happy for a show that is determined to make you ugly cry every episode. It's lulling you into a false sense of security.
Yes.
It's like, oh, this is gonna be the
punches you in the face with the field.
Yes, it's gonna be the happy story of a little boy and his little shadow friend, and then not so much.
Bitch, you thought.
Yep.
I mean, there are happy moments, but also there are devastating moments.
Yes, and some of the ugly crying is because of happy things, and some of it is because of incredibly sad things.
Yeah.
The past few episodes have been mostly happy things.
Yeah. Keep getting force-fed the essence of his ground-up dad is kind of sad, though.
Yeah. So my video is acting a little bit weird. It would stop and buffer, and then it would like skip ahead a second or two. So did she say what the elixir was gonna do, or did she just?
No, she just said it wasn't going to power him up.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Gonna turn him into something that she can control better, probably.
Yeah.
Or let her control his body.
It's gonna do something probably fucked up and creepy.
Probably bad, yeah.
Because the potion itself is fucked up and creepy.
I know. And then, got more about the spy master and why he was not the villain we took him for in any way.
Yeah. And Spear Dude is heavily traumatized by something.
Yeah, I think he's being controlled by her. She seems to have.
Maybe it involves a griffin and a look of fear.
Yeah, well, maybe she.
Something happened.
She fed him ground up griffin. And because she seemed to be in definite like control of him later on, like when he. His eyes went all blank.
Yeah. And for all that he's not the most noble of dudes, he didn't seem like the type who'd willingly punch a kid in the stomach.
No, probably not. Especially since that was a hard punch. That looked like he should have been puking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, also, I don't think that you can actually knock somebody out and then make them drink something. I think they'd probably just drown if they were unconscious. Or
Yeah,
it would
you
wake
can
them
like
up.
hold their nose and massage their throat to force them to swallow it, but they weren't doing that,
No.
and that shit was obviously spilling out the side of his mouth.
Yeah, that's just an animation thing. It's pretty common. It's just like a tell so that you know that it's going into his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where are you, Ace? I have to kill you again. No, that's Kobe. I'm about to die.
Don't die.
Yeah.
I like having you around to talk about anime.
Yeah, even when neither one of us is talking, we're just playing. Well, I mean, I'm just
We're
playing.
hanging out
Yeah, we're hanging out.
on something we probably shouldn't be quiet on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in my defense, I've got this going on, so people who are watching it are just watching me play, so it's not too bad if we go quiet.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else to say about any anime, or should we move on to our general discussion?
Oh, let's move on.
Move on. Alright, so, I actually got one. It's like, what are some, things that, you realize after the fact were pretty unsubtle propaganda?
Well, any cop show or Marvel movie.
Yes. That's definite one.
Yeah.
Cause I think that kind of sparked this as a potential topic of discussion. Is okay, so since I was a morbid high schooler, and like all morbid high schoolers, I went through a phase where I read a lot of autobiographies of Holocaust survivors.
Mhm.
And during
like you do.
during that thing with Israel and Palestine. Oh God, that was this year. Jesus Christ, this has been a fucking year. It occurred to me that a lot of that was Zionist propaganda. Like, yeah. I'm not saying that made it a bad thing that they published it or that there's no value to them, but like one of them in particular was fairly blatant about it. Like, she even has like segments throughout it where she'll start talking about the Zionist movement and all that kind of thing. And like, in a way, it makes sense. Like, I can imagine why they wouldn't want to stick around where they were after that, and anti-Semitism was still rampant, so it's not like they had anywhere else to go. But mistakes were made. That's all I'm gonna say about that whole situation.
Yeah.
Nah. But yeah. And of course, cop shows.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of, I guess, the historic materials books could be atheistic propaganda, but I don't really see it.
No.
Like, it very much encourages critical thinking.
Yes. Very good. Very good. I mean, like, everything, like, is probably could be considered propaganda for something. Because everything, all art is political, but, it kind of depends.
Well, I don't know. Some of the art kids make could just be, you know.
Yeah.
Art.
Yeah, but, well, because the thing about propaganda is that it has to have, like, a specific goal in mind. That it's trying to impart. by maybe giving like a little bit of, well, I don't know if I would say that, a little bit of misinformation.
Yeah,
But
just
what's the? It's like it has it presents what it presents in such a way as to serve its larger goal.
mhm.
Which, you know, is fair. And like, propaganda is not inherently negative. It's all about what you do with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Like anything advocating for fire safety or, you know.
yeah, PSAs are propaganda. Could be argued that anything with any kind of like like One Piece, you could be said to be anti-fascist propaganda, or like it's political propaganda because it has a blatant political message that it's not subtle about, yet people still miss.
Mhm.
So
It's the big titties and tiny outfits.
yeah, most people just kind of
And magically stretching penis.
no, it's they do that. Well, it's the kind of people who always ignore that stuff if it's in something they like, because they just don't have any media literacy. But it's like it's like stop trying to make One Piece political. It's like, hey, you remember that one arc where at the climax there's that line, "Hey Usopp, shoot down that flag." That's no, he didn't say Usopp. He said Sniper King, but yeah.
Because he was the only one who did not realize Sniper King was Usopp.
Yes. Well, Chopper didn't either.
Yes, that's true.
But then again, Chopper
is a child.
Yeah, Chopper doesn't seem to be super good at telling humans apart.
That too.
Shoot, here we go. Or like, trying to think of. I was getting on something about One Piece and propaganda and people who don't recognize propaganda for what it is. Or like those people who the white supremacists who think American History X is on their side because it portrays a complicated situation as being complicated.
Critical thought. Who?
Yeah. Though the One Piece is fairly uncomplicated about. Well, I mean, it portrays some things as being complicated and other things as not. It's pretty
yeah.
The totalitarianism and authoritarianism are just generally they're bad. They're just straight up bad.
Mhm. But you know, not the worst message you could be sending
No.
to the target demographic of 13-year-olds.
Yep. Nah. It's not like it isn't relevant to today to this day and age.
Mhm.
Where? I guess I beat. No, I didn't beat him. Where the fuck is Ace? Ace, where are you? There you are. No, Doflamingo, nobody wants to join your family. Your family is creepy. Okay.
Mhm.
You let Senor Pink join your family. I don't think your standards are high enough.
Yeah. Like, Senior Pink's backstory is sad enough and all, but also...
He's gross.
Yeah.
He's just a disgusting little man.
Don't call him that. He'd probably like it.
Yeah, he's a... Well, I was gonna call him a toad, but that would be an insult. But I like toads, so...
Yeah.
Alright, Ace is dead. Good. Well, I mean, not dead. He just ran away. Oh, I guess that means we're done. Hooray! Alright, so do we have anything else to talk about with propaganda, or...?
Used wisely, it can be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it could be used by Republicans.
Yes.
Employ your critical thinking skills and you should be okay.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's hard for Americans since, you know, our entire educational system is full of fucking propaganda.
Oh yeah, like when the founding fathers were designing the public school system, they explicitly designed history classes to be propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's like that. And so that's bad. And then, you know, there's that whole thing that nobody believes that we have to what's the word? What's the word? Tell me what the word is. Oh yeah, do the Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh,
yeah. Creepy.
That fucking thing.
Yeah. Like, some teachers...
I think the only other country in the world that has to do that is North Korea.
Maybe, as far as I know. So where is this belly shop that they're talking about? Or the berry shop? I don't know. But so, like, most teachers don't care if you don't say it. And if you, like, just kind of, some of them don't even care if you don't stand up. But, like, yeah, it's still creepy. And it's not like, it doesn't have its effect. Even if, yeah. Even if you're not just listening to it still, and hearing everybody else in the class say it.
Yeah.
Ooh, my friend is Robin this time. Cool beans. Alright. Okay. No, wrong button. There we go. Okay. What? Who the fuck is Joe? Oh, I think I know who this guy is. He's one of Whitebeard's people. Okay. Yeah, he's the guy who turns his body into diamonds. Alright, so we move on to best and worst of the week?
Sure, let's.
Okay, what's the best ad slogan you've heard this week?
No, I haven't heard any ad slogans this week.
Oh, that's a good ad slogan to hear. It's none.
Yeah.
I heard one, it's, I heard an article for, I mean, not an article, there's a phone ad for radio ad. Because I've been listening to the radio on my way to and from work, because the Bluetooth, I can't figure out how to get the Bluetooth on my new phone to sync up to my car, and I haven't been getting around to Googling it. But anyway, it's for an antique store, and the slogan is "You die, I buy."
That's succinct.
Yep. It's very, very cute.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, not to sound like I'm complimenting anything in Arizona, but not too bad.
Yeah.
And,
I think the only ad I've actually watched this week is the one where the old guy works out so he'd be able to lift his granddaughter up with the star on the tree.
I haven't seen that one.
It's sweet.
Aw, that sounds sweet. I want to go the other way. There we go. Okay. Then I think I also keep getting that ad before every YouTube video of well, the two that I'm getting is the PewDiePie fucking Opera GX, which is why I don't use Opera anymore because of that shit. It's like I don't approve of businesses that financially support white supremacists.
Gee, I wonder why.
And then another one is for Capital One. The Capital One X is like, get 5x miles. Like, I like how they do that. Like, you think it's like, so 5 times the miles? Like, I don't think that's what I think they're trying to what's the word? They're obfuscating something. It's like, I don't think that's what that means. I think that they're using the X specifically so that they don't have to say what they mean.
They usually do.
Yeah. But that ad is unskippable, which I think is why I keep getting it, because the YouTube's algorithm has told them that I must like it because I'm not skipping the unskippable ad.
Yeah.
Or
you can fast forward through them, I think.
You can no, not those ones.
Like the skip forward 10 seconds?
Nope, it doesn't work on ads.
Boo.
I mean, if an ad is is a certain length long, I think it's required. If it's more than like 30 seconds, I think YouTube requires them to be skippable. But yeah. I do like the 5 second the skippable ads that are already 5 seconds long. Like, I see some people complain about them, but I think that's cute.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the worst food you have been forced to eat for feast day?
For feast day, cranberry sauce. I'm not a fan of cranberries. I don't think they taste good. I normally like sour things, but it's like a bad kind of sour.
Plus the consistency is just Jello. Jello is good.
Yeah, and I'm not fond of berries in general. Like, I got some lozenges that are supposed to just help with like general like day-to-day throat irritation, which I figured would be useful while I'm recording. And because my immune system has grown too powerful since getting the COVID virus, so I've had allergies constantly. And but the only flavor they had it in was wild berry, and I don't like berry flavored stuff.
I mean, strawberry can be good.
Strawberry isn't really a berry.
Or something?
Strawberry's not a berry. I don't think. Not technically. The strawberries, I like strawberries themselves better than I like anything that's flavored like strawberry, because strawberries are kind of like, they're like a really good type of sour. But everything that's flavored like strawberry is super sweet. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
Give me that coffee! I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it's giving me SP. I don't need SP. I need health. Beer! Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. And stuff. There we go. This way. Alright, so, I guess, what do you want to promote this week?
Oh. What do I want to promote? Tea.
Oh, tea's good.
Nice and hot.
I like tea. I've been drinking, these, bottles of lemon tea that are pretty good. What's your favorite kind of tea, if you're gonna promote it?
Oh, cinnamon apple.
Cinnamon apple? Oh,
It's so good.
that sounds good. I like green tea.
Yeah.
And, iced tea with lemon. Alright, I'm gonna promote what I was gonna promote last week, but then I forgot because I was half asleep or something. But, I'm gonna promote BuzzFeed Unsolved because it ended. It was good. And by extension, also, bonus one, I want to promote Puppet History, which is by the same guys, but not with BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
And it's, hilarious.
Mm-hmm. And informative.
Yes. And, did I beat? Oh, what? Oh, okay. It's like, where did, I thought I was trying to, I saw Kobe running around, but he's blue, which means he's a good guy, but I was just fighting Garp, and I guess maybe he's now a good guy, because I beat him? I don't know.
Well, that's how that works, right? You feed someone and they become good.
In shonen, usually, yeah. If the character is popular with the fans.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah. Alright, where can we find you?
You can find me on the Tumblr at Magic Like a Charlie or EC Writing Prompts, all one word.
Alright, and you can find me here. You can find me here on YouTube. I'm no longer going to be doing the Final Fantasy XIV completionist dish because I needed to take for my mental health. I needed to have less Final Fantasy XIV in my life, so I deleted all my characters that weren't my main. And it had an immediate effect. I actually got my chores done today. Yes. And so it's just gonna be my Let's Play Locho. It's gonna be my only Let's Play from now on. Or at least maybe if I can get my apartment clean and then maintain a level of cleanliness for a while, I will I'll do a more straight regular type Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play where I just follow the main story.
Yeah.
Because I think the problem with the completionist-ish one is that it's just too much, you know?
Yeah. There's too much to do in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, like, it's just, it's an idea that would work if I was, like, streaming, but as, a Let's Play, there's just, there's just not enough going on normally. It's, like, it really depends on my idea, on my ability to, remain engaging, and I'm not good at that, as you could probably tell. Because I just don't have...
We are excellent at that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I just don't have that much to talk about, generally.
Yeah.
And, Oh, so close to being nice. Yeah. So I guess are we done? I guess that's it. Everybody,
I guess that's it.
have a good night. Everybody, take
Don't
care.
overeat or eat as much as you want. Who gives a
Yes.
shit?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Also, maybe research the local tribes in your area and ways
Yeah.
to support them in honor of the Colonizer Day.
Yes. Well, it was made a holiday during during the Civil War, mostly as a what's it called, a morale booster. And
Yes, in honor of the colonization of this country.
yeah. Okay, so what was I was trying to make a point, and you derailed my thought. My train of thought. Most countries have some kind of Thanksgiving or feast day or like harvest festival type thing.
Yeah.
I think them deciding to use that as as the framework was the mistake. I don't think the holiday itself is a mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's fine to celebrate Thanksgiving. Maybe they should have picked a different mythology to celebrate it based on. But then again, there's not like there's a whole lot of good ones in what's it called? So yeah, this country doesn't have a lot of good ones. So yeah, so everybody take care. Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't let your family drive you too crazy.
Yeah, and just remember, just remember, you can leave. If they start getting...
Unless you're a child.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Where's the fucking save? Thank you. I don't know why they put save under options. Alright. Okay, anyway. Okay, bye!
Bye!